Good day, everyone. We have here lesson in Science for Changes in Materials. This will be in week 5 to 6 by Maria Janine V. Margallo, Teacher 1. In these new lessons, you are expected to describe changes in the properties of materials when exposed to certain conditions such as temperature or when mixed with other materials. Try to sip some iced tea or cold water while you are going through all the learning tasks in this module. What did you feel? Don't you know that cold water have more dissolved oxygen? That's why it feels better to sip cold drinks than a non-cold drinks. Let us recall what happened to ice cubes when they were exposed to heat. The ice cubes melted. What made the ice cube melted? See figure 3 below. So the ice cube melted because it is exposed to heat. So in this figure 3, these are the effect of heating in phase of material. Effect of temperature in the phases of materials. At constant pressure, the state of materials depend on the temperature by which they are exposed. The ice cube or the solid phase of water, as seen in figure 3, above will melt if taken out of a freezer and stayed long at a room temperature. The water that boils turn into gas or vapor that comes out of the kettle if left at high temperature for too long. Temperature is the measurement of the amount of heat energy present in the surroundings. There is an exchange of heat between the substance and the surroundings. This means that heat can be absorbed by the materials or can be released by the materials. When the heat is absorbed by the materials, the temperature will increase. Thus, the materials is hot. If heat is removed or released by the materials, temperature will decrease. Thus, it is cold. Temperature varies depending on the environment from where the materials are exposed. For example, we feel very hot during summer days because of the intense heat of the sun. Some places in our country registered a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. This is very hot because our normal body 19 temperature is about 37 degrees Celsius. If your temperature is above 37 degrees Celsius, you may experience a fever. This is the reason why you are advised by doctor to take medicines and take plenty of water to lower the temperature. Another changes in the materials due to the application of heat is called melting. This process that happens when solid materials changes into liquid form. The heat coming from the environment made the ice cubes melted when they are removed from freezer. The temperature in the freezer is 0 degrees Celsius, so this is read as 0 degrees centigrade or 0 degrees Celsius. Thus, when ice cubes were exposed to heat in the environment, the high temperature of the environment caused the melting of ice cubes. Generally, an increase in the temperature turns solids into liquids, which is melting, liquid to solid, which is freezing, and liquid into gases, which is evaporation, solid into gas, which is sublimation, and boils water at certain point, which is boiling. When materials reach its melting point, solid materials change into liquid. The temperature at which the liquid will change back to solid is called its freezing point. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. This is also the freezing point of water. The boiling point, or the temperature at which water boils and turns into gas, is 100 degrees Celsius. Amazing! That is why water exists in three phases, depending on the condition by which it's exposed to different temperature. If the change is from gas to liquid, as the temperature falls below, it is the condensation point. The state of substances in solid, liquid, or gas phases is largely determined by its temperature. At each threshold level of temperature, the materials will change its state. These changes may either be physical changes or chemical changes. Physical changes like melting of ice cube, lighted candles, floor wax, margarine, chocolate bar, crayons, and butter resulted to change in their shape, sizes, and texture. There are no new materials formed. When cooled, these materials recover their original physical state. Metals expand when heated and contracts when cooled. They resulted to changes in size. Some materials, when exposed to heat or different conditions of temperature, resulted to chemical changes. Burning of woods and matchsticks turned the materials into ashes. Combustion of engines results to burning of fuels that cause the cars and airplanes to move or run its functions. Combustion, also known as burning, is the basic chemical process of releasing energy from a fuel and air mixture. In an internal combustion engine, the ignition and combustion of the fuel occurs when the engine itself, the engine that partially converts the energy from the combustion to work. Change in materials when mixed with other materials. During hot weather, halo-halo is a favorite food. Have you seen and tasted halo-halo? Look at the pictures of halo-halo below. What are the materials mixed together to form a mixture of halo-halo? Mixture is a substance made by mixing other substances together. It is the product of the random distribution of one substance through another without any chemical reaction, as distinct for a compound, like in halo-halo and wet clothes when water is mixed with the fabric. Types of mixtures. Mixed materials can be classified depending on the appearance of the resulting mixture. When solid materials are mixed with solid materials, each of the combined or mixed materials can be easily identified or distinguished from one another. These mixtures are called heterogeneous mixture. In halo-halo, you can easily identify or distinguish the ingredients. It is heterogeneous mixture. Each property of the materials in heterogeneous mixtures do not change. Their sizes, shape, and color remain the same after mixing them together. Some solid materials, when mixed with other solid materials, cannot be distinguished from each other. The resulting mixtures look the same all throughout. When sugar is dissolved in water, you cannot distinguish sugar in the solution. This kind of mixture is called homogeneous mixture. Examples of these are liquid medicines, sugar and salt solution. Examples of homogeneous mixtures include salt dissolved in water or salt solution and juice drinks. We have have here learning task number 1. Direction. Examine the pictures below. Identify the process that caused the materials to change. You can choose your answer from melting, boiling, freezing, or flammability. For number 1, let us identify the process that caused these materials to change. So the answer in number 1 is melting. For number 2, number 3, the number 4, and number 5, you can choose your answer from melting, boiling, freezing, and flammability. For learning task number 2, write the changes in the state of matter or materials in the above pictures. For example, number 1. So what are the change in state of matter or materials in number 1? So we have here, it changed from solid to liquid. How about in number 2? In number 3, number 4, and number 5. You can answer it. In learning task number 3, we have here, tell what type of mixtures are formed when these materials are mixed together. So let us recall first, what are the two types of mixtures? We have homogeneous mixture. In this mixture, you can only see one phase. You cannot identify the other materials. And then in heterogeneous mixture, we can see here 2 or more phase. We can identify the other materials. For example, number 1, salt dissolved in water. So when the salt dissolved in water, we cannot see salt anymore. So there is only one phase. So this will be what type of mixture? There will be homogeneous mixture. How about in number 2? Mixed toys in the room. So what type of mixture is that? Number 3, paper clips and pins. Then number 4, soy sauce. Then number 5, halo-halo. You can choose your answer between homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture. Okay, enjoy answering learning task number 3. In learning task number 4, we have here, do the steps below. Write your observation in the chart. Based on your observation, answer the guide questions. We have here the materials, the spoon, margarine, and butter. Steps. Number 1. Heat the spoon in a lighted candle. Seek help from elders. Number 2. Put some margarine in the spoon. Number 3. Heat the spoon with the margarine on it. Then number 4. Observe what happens. Number 5. Wait for 5 minutes when the margarine cools off. Observe what happens. Then number 6. Place the margarine in a cool place. If you have refrigerator, place it in the chiller. Then number 7. Observe what happened to the margarine. For number 8, repeat the same procedure, this time using a butter. Then number 9, record your observation in the table below. Changes in materials when exposed to temperature. Now let us record your observation in your experiment. We have here a table, before heating, after heating, and after cooling. Then we have here the two materials, the margarine and the butter. So in the margarine, what is your observation in the margarine before heating? So the margarine is, so it looks like this one. So it is solid. How about after heating? So it's look like this one. So you can see it changed to liquid in the process of melting because it is absorbed heat. Then, after cooling, what happened to the margarine? Okay, so it backs to solid. How about in the butter? Okay, you can write your observation in the butter before heating, after heating, and after cooling. For guide question in number 1, describe changes that happen to the margarine and butter after heating. So the possible answer is, it changed from solid to liquid and there is a change in color, size, and shape. How about question number 2? What caused them to change from solid to liquid? So you can answer it. Then for number 3, how would you describe the changes that happen to the materials when heated? So ano na nangyari sa kanila after na heated yung butter and margarine? For number 4, what happened to the materials when cooled? Ano na nangyari nung pinalamig mo? And why? Bakit yun ang nangyari? Then for number 5, what type of change happened in the materials when cooled? And number 6, describe the changes in the properties of materials when they are heated and cooled. Enjoy answering! Learning Task 5. Do the activity below. Answer the guide questions after doing the task. Materials: mixed solution of sugar or condensed milk, water, bits of mango, or any fruit that is available at home. The number 1, steps. Use a funnel to pour in the ice candy plastics the mixed solution of sugar or condensed milk, water, and bits of mango. The number 2, place it in the freezer overnight. The number 3, observe what happens to the mixed solution. And for number 4, describe changes that happen to the mixed solution when placed inside the freezer or refrigerator. We have here guide questions. For number 1, what changes happen to the mixed solution placed in the freezer overnight? So our answer will be, the liquid ingredients in mixed solution becomes solid after it placed in the freezer overnight. How about number 2? What caused them to change from liquid to solid? The mixed solution changed from liquid to solid because it freezes overnight in the refrigerator and there is a change of temperature. How about number 3? What type of mixture was made in mixing sugar or condensed milk in water? Sugar solution with bits of mango. So the type of mixture was made in mixing sugar or condensed milk in water is homogeneous because we can see one phase only, while in sugar solution with bits of mango is heterogeneous mixture because there is two phases that we can see. How about number 4? Describe the changes in the properties of materials when they are heated and cooled. So our answer will be, when the materials are heated, it becomes liquid, while when they are cooled, they become solid. Learning task number 6. Fill in the blank with the correct answer. Some solid materials are heated. It absorbs heat. The heat absorbed or added to the material caused the material to change its form from blank to blank. What will be your answer? For example, we have here ice cube. So the ice cube, after or before heated, it is in the phase of solid. After the ice cube absorbs heat, it will become liquid. So our answer will be, it changed its form from solid to liquid. The materials also change its shape, size, and texture when heated. When some materials are cooled, it removes or releases heat. The heat removed or released from the materials causes the materials to change its form from liquid to solid. The materials also change its blank, blank, and blank. Okay, you can answer that. Learning task number 7. Choose the letter the best answer. Number 1. When a material was cooled, what happened to its temperature? A. Disappear. B. Remain the same. C. Increase. D. Decrease. Okay, the correct answer is decrease. For number 2, Mark heated a chocolate bar to make a chocolate syrup. Which of the following describe the changes that happened in the property of the chocolate bar when it is heated? A. Shape. B. Size. C. A and B. D. Size but not the shape. So choose the best answer. Number 3. What will happen to metal when heated? A. Expanded. B. Frozen. C. Contracted. D. Melted. Choose the correct answer. Number 4. When solid material is mixed with other solid material, the materials can be easily identified from one another. What type of mixture is formed? A. Homogeneous mixture. B. Heterogeneous mixture. C. Solid materials. D. Mixed materials. Choose the best answer. Number 5. What do you call the type of mixture in which the resulting mixture look the same throughout? A. Solid mixture. B. Mixed materials. C. Homogeneous mixture. D. Heterogeneous mixture. Choose the correct answer. And that's all about changes in solid materials. Thank you for listening and God bless. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.